Good morning and welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Zoya Ahmed. She's just 12 years old and already a published author. Her book, Between the Pages, takes you on a magical adventure. We're so excited to hear how she came up with it, what inspires her, and what is it like to be a young writer with big imagination. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're only 12 and you published a book, but what did you realize you loved writing?
So I started writing when I was 10 years old in year 5.
Wow, okay.
So my parents and teachers always encouraged me to write a book because they loved how I did creative writing. So I decided, why don't I make a book? So I always in my room, I always read and everything. So whenever I read, I like tweaking the story, like adding characters in. So I decided, why don't I make my own story where my characters get trapped inside the book? So that's when I found my love for writing.
And what's the idea behind Between the Pages? Like, what sparked the idea? Can you tell us about the premise a bit?
So what sparked the idea is I always love reading fiction books with lots of suspense and thriller.
Nice.
So I decided, why don't my characters get trapped inside the book, like how I always immerse myself inside a book. So that's where the idea came, Between the Pages.
Can we look at the cover a bit?
Yeah, it's like
it's so cute. Oh my God, is this like a thriller or adventure book?
So what I want my readers to do is read the book and try to place what the story is about. But it's fiction, suspense, thriller, lots of the keywords I would say is about circle of trust, courage, family bonding, and those type of things.
Do you feel like any personal experience inspired writing this book, or is it just plain imagination?
Basically mostly imagination, because I always had a big imagination when I was younger. So I always like making my own stories, but also reading some books like Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Percy Jackson. Those also fueled that fire that made me write a book.
So is this similar to the typical books that you read, or is it out of the box very different?
Very different, because when I read other books, I don't really find the same type of storyline. I think it's really unique and different.
And how do you feel like maybe new readers for this book, what's different what different elements that they're gonna find in this book?
That they can really relate to the characters and have that connection, and that they maybe enjoy it. It goes with some fluency. So yeah, it's different types of in each chapter, there's different types of things. Some part could be sad, some could be really exciting, pumping with adrenaline and those type of things.
And what was the most exciting part about writing this book?
Probably finishing it off. I'm just oh, I did that, 711 pages.
Wow, it's very thick. I mean, just taking a look, it's very thick. How long did it take you to write this?
So I started writing when I was 10, and I finished it when I was 11, but the book was so long, it took a long time publishing to when I was 12.
Okay, and what do you think the readers will like the most about this book? Maybe a specific storyline, specific character, or the ending maybe?
Maybe what they really like, because the end, I won't tell you what it is, but it's a cliffhanger, and because I'm making a next book.
So you're gonna have a sequel?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting, okay. So is it gonna be the same thing, trapped in a book, or it's completely different thing?
They're trying to get out of the book, but the family doesn't have that good of a relationship, so they have to try to build it on the way.
Okay. So this is a sequel. It's going to be more about family in the sequel?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think of certain themes for every book, or
yeah,
is it just
I
random?
did a certain theme. This theme was about books and being trapped inside it, and there's 2 other themes. It's 2 more books after this.
So is anyone from the character someone personal in your life? Is it inspired by someone in your life?
In a way, because I'm putting all the people who comfort me in the personalities of my characters.
Can you mention one?
My mom and dad.
Yeah.
They're really supportive to me. And my little brother, he can be annoying sometimes, but he's still my little brother. He's always there for me.
So are we going to find this annoying character in the book?
Next book.
Next book? Because next book is going to be more about family.
Yeah.
So what is your ideal writing setup? Is it alone? Do you like to listen to music? Is it with snacks? Is it after finishing your chores? What is it?
So it's kind of hard balancing school and book writing, because now I'm in middle school and it's harder with lots of homework and everything. But I make time slots, because I'm really good at time management, because my school teaches about those type of real life things. So it just flows onto paper. It's onto my laptop.
You're only 12 years old, but I'm very curious. Do you ever get a writer's block?
Yes.
You do?
Sometimes.
But people,
Yeah, because
it's
like,
very normal for a writer to have it, yeah.
Because like, to be honest, in my first book, it's like really easy to flow everything, but the next book should be better, like improvement. So whenever I get writer's block, I just write it on my journal, and then it literally just clears everything up, and then I start writing again.
So what inspires you? What gives you that inspiration to, oh, okay, I need to open a journal and start writing immediately?
Because like, I don't know why.
What gives you that adrenaline rush?
That it's just like, I feel like pumped to finish writing my book. Because when I see the pride on my family's faces, I was like, no, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going.
And do you ever feel like giving up or?
Not exactly. Like sometimes I'm just like, I can't do this, but I can because I'm only 12 and I'm young. So I can push myself further and I can go really far into this.
And how do you get inspiration? Is it from like other books or is it from social media?
Sometimes it's other books, but like I think it's mostly by myself because like I have a creative mindset. So I decided that, oh look, fiction and everything, it just interests me so much.
So when you came back to school as a publisher, what was your friends, teachers, and students' reaction?
Well, actually, I published it over the summer holidays. Okay. So then my friends were like, OMG, I'm so congrats and everything. And they said they're going to buy it on Amazon. And I feel like really proud of myself because some of my friends really love reading and I really want to share it with them.
Oh, I hope they like this book.
Yeah.
Who was the first person to read between the pages?
Well, I have this family member. I think it's my dad's aunt.
Yeah, and what was her first reaction?
She was just like, a 12-year-old wrote this?
Really?
She was really surprised.
Why would you say she was very surprised?
Because like I think my adjectives are like out of this world and the way I form my sentences are really nice.
If you could compare between the pages to a very popular book, what would it be?
Right now I think popular books are like Percy Jackson and Powerless by Lauren Roberts. So I think that it's not similar, but it's unique in its own way, and people will really like that because it's for all ages. Any age can read it.
And if you could compare it to a TV show, because a lot of books are adaptations of a lot of TV shows are adaptations of books. If you could compare it to a TV show, what would it be?
Like what TV show?
Yeah.
That's a hard one. Like, okay, like I think last summer I had a really big craze on Harry Potter. So when I
compare, it feels like Harry Potter.
Yeah, it does kind of feel because it has some magic and things, like some spiritual things, but it's different in that type of way. Like there's different types of magic, good and bad.
And if you're only 12 years old, and I'm sure a lot of other people your age are super talented and they're inspired to write a book. What's one advice you'd give to them that they feel like they're stuck in a place or they feel they don't have enough support? I
say that you should do it. Like you should start by today because don't hold yourself back. A small idea can go into somewhere bigger. Like my book was just like some little project at first and then now it came into this. It can really, you know, shine.
Was there a specific part while writing this book that made you like stop and think, oh no, it needs to be an actual published book? Like maybe you reach a specific suspenseful
maybe
conflict.
In chapter 17, the royal catastrophe, I thought that was a really good chapter. I was like, no, people have to read this. It's so good because like each chapter has a different story. Each chapter has a different twist. You don't see it coming. Like in some chapters, it's just like smooth, but then suddenly just goes like that.
Ah, okay. But why did you decide to leave the audience on a cliffhanger?
Because then you're eager to read more. Because some books I read, I'm just like, why'd you do that to me? I want to know what happens next, especially when it's not published yet. So I think my book will be published like next year around that time.
Yes. Yeah. So you like cliffhangers, or
I really like cliffhangers. It keeps me going.
So are you thinking of maybe ending it in the second sequel, or giving another cliffhanger for a third?
Another cliffhanger, the third book. I already thought of the cliffhanger.
So what's next for you other than writing another sequel?
You know, basically for my future aspiration, I always wanted to be a psychologist. Yeah. So basically, whenever I was young, I always liked being a doctor, right? So I decided to look further into that doctor topic. So I thought psychologist is the one for me because I like warming up to people, finding out the human mindset, how to communicate with it.
Smart. So are we going to see any psychological elements in the book?
Yeah.
And then the next book?
Yeah, there's like some quotes.
Those psychological elements, like thinking into psychology and like trying to understand the brain behind this character. Zoya, thank you so much for joining me on the
Thank you
show.
so much for inviting me.
Congratulations on publishing the book. I
Thank
can't wait
you.
to write it, and it's super thick.
It's
gonna take me the whole summer to
Yeah.
read it. Best of luck on your sequel,
Thank you so
wish we
much.
can have you again when you publish the next sequel.
Yeah.
That brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We go live every weekday at 8:30 a.m. So come say hi.
Bye.
Bye.